Hey guys, welcome back. So it is canopy time. So I decided to bite the bullet and go ahead and hinge. Here's what we are going to create today. So I went ahead and I did the one side just to figure out everything and see how it goes together. So what we're going to be doing is mounting the hinge. So we're going to mount the hinge to the actual canopy frame here, and we are also going to mount the mounting bracket to the airplane, and I haven't done it yet because we need both sides, but down over here we're going to actually mount it to the mounting bracket. So I also purchased this handy dandy servo. I've got it all hooked up and I've got it programmed in my radio to take about 3 seconds to open and close. So my goal, you can see right down there, not very well. Okay, anyways, you can see right there that there's a little tab that we can attach a little push rod to, or a rod that will push it up and down. I think I'm going to mount it actually directly below it, and I've got the little arc all figured out in my head and everything. I think it'll work really good. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you what we did. Okay, so from the side you can see what it looks like. We've got the hinge, oops, over there. On the left it kind of goes down, whoop, and then it connects via two bolts right to the bottom, and then there's that little nubbin there that we'll connect our servo to. So first thing that we need to do is we need to mark this side, the position of where we're going to put our holes. So how I did that on the other one is we are going to temporarily just CA that on, just like that, so that the far edge lines up with the far edge of the canopy frame. So let me go ahead and do that and see you on the next step. Okay, so now that I've got this tacked glued on here, we just need to mark where our holes are going to be, and I just take a drill bit and slowly but surely drill our first hole here. And if you have a pin vise, this would be a lot easier than just holding the drill bit, but that's how I've done a lot of stuff here, so all depends on what's in your budget. And what we'll do is we'll go progressively larger and larger until we can fit the pins that go in here. So I haven't shown you those yet, but okay, so I have, where are you at? There you go. I've drilled our holes in there, and so now we can pretty much just break that off, and you can see right where they need to be. So now we need to make them progressively larger because they need to fit these guys right there. It's gonna focus. Okay. Alright, so you get some more awesome action where I just make these holes progressively larger and larger. going to actually put this little dude together, and then we'll test fit it in the holes. I think they're going to still need to be a little bit bigger, but we'll go ahead and give it a go here. So about just a bit. Okay, so here's the assembly prior to putting it in the hole there. Kind of see how that works. Alright, so let's give it a go. Okay, and I need to go just one more drill bit bigger. Okay, so for the next step, I took our little bolts out, and I put a piece. You can do wax paper or something. We're going to be using some epoxy here, so we don't want it to stick to our plastic piece here and make it so that our bolts get stuck. So I put a little piece of this is actually frisket, but you can use wax paper or whatever. This just has an adhesive backing, so it'll be easy for right now. I just need to poke 2 little holes for the screws with an X-Acto knife here. Alright, and then I'll run my screws up there, and we'll be ready for the next step. I'll show you what that's all about. Okay, now that I have our piece reassembled here, I've got the wax paper, frisket, whatever behind. We're going to go ahead and insert it into the canopy frame. Okay, and we want to get it as snug as possible. Push down as far as you can right there. If it'll focus, come on, bastard. Alright, so anyway, so push it down as far as you can go there. So the next step, and this is probably a lot different than the instructions, I'm not 100% sure, but what we're going to do, you can see there's a channel right there, and what I'm going to do is drip in some 30-minute epoxy to basically set that all in place. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of milled fiberglass to give it strength, but that's the way I'm doing it, and you can refer to the instructions if you want to do it the other way. I think it said something about wood or something in there. I don't know. Anyhow, this is how I'm doing it. If you don't like it, don't do it. So it'll work just fine, and this other side is plenty strong doing it that way. So alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mix up our epoxy, and I'll see you on the next step. Okay, so we're going to mix up our epoxy, and I still want it to be runny at this point because I want it to coat all around the edges of those little pins that stick up into the canopy frame. Okay, so now the fun stuff. Let's see. Alright, hopefully you guys can see that. And here we go. Okay, so I can see down there, and it's got those pins coated, so what I'm going to do now is kind of level it off a little bit. I want it all worked around in there. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the glue to dry. So I'm going to leave it at a slight incline. And we'll let that bad boy dry. So